This is stock number 1. इसमें हम लोगों ने 20,000 rupees का profit book किया है. This is stock number 2. We have again booked a 20k profit in this. In this video, I am going to break down what was the exact strategy and the plan that I had. The small investment of 2 to 3 lakhs per trade, I was able to make a total profit of 40k. So this was the structure right in front of me. First thing that I saw was the clear-cut support that was being made from this area. Gives a breakdown and a retest at the same area, consolidates below that area, but with a slightly lower lows. Means जो lower low की capacity थी वो decrease हो रही थी. Not only that, it gives a small breakout around that area and comes again back inside this particular support. Now, if you see closely, this breakout right here is a solid consolidation, which tells you that the breakout here is sustaining above the support yet again. So there is again demand that is coming into this particular stock. After the one side movement and a consolidation, there is again an upside movement. And this is where my setup comes into the picture. So initially that was my overall setup. But if you see, this is the kind of breakout that was coming, and it is not a breakout. For me, a breakout candle would look like this or this. This is a good breakdown candle, both of these right here, and again these are good breakout candles. This is a good breakout candle. These and these. You guys can see here that a big bar candle is what I'm looking forward to. So I simply made my line in this manner that it might just get rejected from this area and it's not a proper breakout. But the moment I did that, there is a solid breakout that is coming into the picture. Now let's go to the smaller time frame, like a daily time frame right here, and this is what the price is looking like. So it has given a breakout on the daily time frame, but the overall setup was on a weekly time frame. That means we have to throw a equilibrium here. That means from the bottom of the candle to the top of the candle, I'm going to create a equilibrium here. So this equilibrium is telling you a 50% retracement. Now I want the stock to sustain around or above this 50% first of all on a daily time frame. Now this line right here, if you see, it's a weekly time frame line. So the sustainability above this line is important, and if it closes somewhere around these areas or comes back inside this yellow line that I have created, this is not my trade anymore. Now the trade signal got activated on this candle, but I have not yet entered the trade at this point. This is Thursday and that's Friday. So you can see the Friday again created a mother bar here on Friday. That's a mother bar, and one inside bar has been created exactly at this area on a Friday, also sustaining above the equilibrium point, also giving a consolidation breakout on a daily time frame and sustaining above this area on a weekly time frame, and overall giving a counter trend line breakout on a weekly time frame as well. All of these things are telling me to get into this particular trade, but still I waited and entered this particular trade on the Monday. You guys can see that's the Monday candle. That's the Monday candle right there. Okay, so I've entered the stock somewhere around this area. Okay, I kept a stop loss below this. Now you will see the price to be 47 because later you can see the stock got split 2:1. That tells the price if, when I took the stock versus the price that you're seeing right now. Okay, so that is a 15, almost a 15% stop loss, which definitely I'm not going to take. So I kept a small stop loss of 8 to 9% in it. So even if the price comes below this equilibrium point again and below the previous low that has been created, there is a high chance that the stock might get a retest from these previous highs right here, or then creates a lower low and comes back inside with a fake breakout. So keeping a stop loss exactly at this point makes a lot of sense. The target completely depends upon the nearest hidden line that I'm going to create here. Let's see what is the nearest hidden line that I'm going to get in this one. I throw a line from this area, join this particular high, it will look something like this in this manner. Okay, also if you see at this area, that's a near-term high, so that is also a line, and then this is also the high. So there are two resistances at the top that are supplies, that are the highs marked by me, and there is a hidden line exactly at this area. So there is a multiple confluence so that we can take out our supply finally. So if I keep a 1:1.5 here, it might just get rejected from there. So I'm gonna keep a 1:1 only. Okay, slightly above 1:1. Let's see. That was my trade. We are back inside in the negative, but still if you see, the stock is still trading above the 0.5 equilibrium point, which is very good at this point. And if I may make a line from this bottom, that is the low, and this bottom, that is the low, I am also getting a quick support at this area, giving me a good idea that I can shift my stop loss from that part. But still I won't be shifting my stop loss. I will keep my trade in that manner only, but just telling you guys that you can shift your stop losses back to these areas, that if it closes below this trend line, I might just exit the trade, or if you want to keep the stop loss there, that is also a good one. And there you go, the stock has finally given a solid consolidation and a good momentum to the upside. So that was the trade number one. Let's move to the trade number two. That's the market structure that I was looking forward to for the next trade. Okay. So if you see, that is like the bottommost point that I can see after this strong fall, and after this there were consolidations but no dips were there like this. You can see consolidations to the upside, and then there is a bigger consolidation here. Maybe we can grab a small momentum to the upside, and then it might take the bottom liquidity and then moves up. That's how most of the instruments out there work like that. But let's see, let's focus on the setup. First of all, let's see that if the stock is trading above the equilibrium or not. So you can see I can create a 0.5 equilibrium like that here, and that's the bottommost point, lies exactly at this area, and we are currently getting a strong rejection at that area, which is a good sign because we are testing that area yet again. So it is something that can give us a good opportunity to enter the trade. The equilibrium point right here, continuously taking a solid support at this area, continuously taking a good support at this area, and then it gives a breakdown. The same thing that happened in the previous stock, that there is a support, the stock gives a breakdown of the support, comes back into the zone back again and gives a breakout of the counter trend line. That is exactly what I want here at this picture, a manipulation that coming back inside the zone, then again giving a breakout of overall picture. So if I throw a counter trend line from here just like that, it's looking good. Okay, so if you see, multiple times the stock has been making lower highs, consistently lower highs at this area, and not even once the stock gives a breakout candle or a strong candle like this or like this. If it would have given, this would have been a good idea, this would have been a great trade, and this is an excellent idea which right now I am looking forward to. Starts its week with a strong downside momentum, but if you see overall, there is a strong mother candle also here, and inside that mother candle there are 3 inside bar. This is the 3rd inside bar that's been created with a strong push towards the downside getting rejected. Now the next day it gives you a solid lower wick rejection candle, which made me look this particular stock in the first place. Now it has given a solid breakout. So we go to the daily time frame and let's see which day it is. So we have this on the Thursday, so we have 1 day left. Now we can create our equilibrium from the bottommost point to the topmost point here. Okay, so if you see, the stock has closed on a weekly time frame here, that is this day. So the Friday was off on that particular week of the month, so Thursday was the closing for the weekly time frame. So the stock has closed here. Now most important part is the stock has closed above the yellow line that we wanted, the overall equilibrium of the chart, and then we can see the previous resistance has been taken out. We can see that there is a gap up, so it's a breakaway gap, I would say, because the counter trend line is being made on a weekly time frame and the stock on a daily time frame with a breakaway gap closes above it, which is amazing. If you create a 0.5 equilibrium here, that can only give you here a good stop loss at this point, because it was the last candle of the week that gave the breakout and sustained above. So we can only keep this equilibrium point as our main focus for the stop loss and not wait, because that's the end of the week right now. I would definitely like to enter my trade at this zone. Let's keep a stop loss below the equilibrium around this particular area, or maybe towards the zone that is like a 10%. Now I'll go to the weekly time frame and first of all find out where the nearest resistance is coming out to be. Okay, so this is coming out to be a great resistance right here, but on a monthly time frame, if I go, then I can literally see that there is a solid resistance from this area. You can see the stock came from this bottom, reaches this top, creates a lower low. This area right here creates a low. So I'm gonna keep a good tab of this closing right here along with this closing right there. So this will give me a solid monthly resistance for the overall picture. Now I'll jump to the weekly time frame back up again, and I will try to plan my trade accordingly, because now I know that I have a monthly time frame resistance. First of all, let's make that with the blue line, maybe, to identify that this is a monthly resistance. Most of the people won't be seeing it. So now I've kept a good stop loss here. Let's plan a trade for the 1:1.3, or maybe, because I'm getting the 13%, so let's play the 1:1 only and keep a bigger stop loss for the 1:1 below the equilibrium stop loss, and trying that 13% right here. Let's see if we can get that on a daily time frame. Let's move on to, guys, so that is it. The stock has given a solid momentum on the next day only. Rare, very rare, but I'm blessed that that happened, because it gave me a 20k good profit right there. We planned everything properly. I've shown you the verified PNL refreshed, and this is how I executed the trade. Now if you see later on what happens, let's see. The stock later on comes back inside, reason being the monthly time frame resistance. Let's see what happens on the weekly time frame. Exactly at that area, if you see, exactly at that blue line that I've created, it got the resistance, which is amazing. So more than the profit here, I am happy that the overall framework, that where I have to enter, what is the good stop loss, what is the area from where I can get the maximum momentum as fast as possible. All these things are important, and really it needs a lot of, in a sideways market like this, profits like this can only give you confidence. I hope you enjoyed this video, learned something today out of this video. The series that I've created is only and only for you to understand that how simple things work. Okay, see you in the next one, guys, and make sure you subscribe this channel. And if you want to contact me, I have provided my number. If you want to learn my A+ strategy, you can directly message me there, or on my Telegram channel. For all the other updates, I have also shared my Telegram channel in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe this channel for more content like this.